April 10th, that's the date to be marked by all Turks and Caicos Islanders, as the gates to the new hospitals in Grand Turk and Providenciales will be open to the general public. Local representative on the project, Royal Robinson, came to our studios and confirmed the opening date.
Contrary to what some people have been saying out there in the public, the hospitals will be open on the 10th of April this year. That's a date that's been in the contract from the time we started, and that's the date that it will open.
The former Minister of Health, when quizzed on the contingent of former employees being rehired at the new hospitals, said that the majority of them have been reinstated at the two new facilities and were informed of the hiring process months in advance.
They are, because those persons who were employed by government had the first crack of each of the opportunities that were available in the new hospitals. They were vetted, screened, and went through the process, and 96% of those persons who had made applications, who were current staff, got employment within the hospital service.
But our cameras wanted to know, what about the local staff and if belongers were given an equal shot of making the grade and being employed at the new hospitals?
There are, not will be, there are locals who are working, because they have now, most of them have now already transitioned from government into health, because that's part of the process, because they had to come from being TCIG staff to being staff of InterHealth, and that's being done.
Robinson encouraged the public to make full use of the spanking new facilities and disregard the naysayers who were against the project. He also reminded residents of signing up for their NHIP cards.
You have some persons within the communities who from the very beginning didn't believe that the project would start, didn't believe that the project would finish, and didn't believe that the hospitals will open. And they have been sowing those seeds of doubt throughout the communities, because it was in their best interest for it not to happen. But I think we have silenced the doubters, and the thing is come to fruition on time and on budget, and the delivery of the services that are envisioned would be there. All persons must sign up to the National Health Insurance Board plan. And some persons had already been given what they call temporary cards. NHIB is now in the process of giving people permanent cards. They are currently in the hospital itself, in the lobby, and you can go there with the documentation that you've been provided with and get your permanent card now.
But what about the old clinics in Provo and Grand Turk?
The government still is responsible for some level of care, particularly in the community-based components of care delivery. So that's still going to be done. But that's going to be done in the hospital itself. There's a section in the hospital for that to happen. Now, the old buildings themselves, they are going to be reused, mostly for government employees. Some, I think the firefighters and some other government departments will relocate to there, because in the current economic climate, the government wants to get out of paying rent if it does not have to. So that's what is being done with that.
For WIV4 News, I'm Amanda Miller.